By the time of the raid on Polis Massa, the men of the 501st were starting to get a little sick of this so-called rebellion. In the past, we'd secretly enjoyed putting down a local insurrection or two. They kept the troops sharp and the Empire feared. But these rebels were different. They were organized, they were growing, and they were everywhere. The raid on Polis Massa was a perfect example of how things were starting to fall apart. We were supposed to go in, wipe out a small band of rebels, and recover some stolen Imperial plans on an encrypted holodisk. Before we knew it, we were nearly overrun by rebel forces, with the holodisk nowhere to be found.
All right, men, Lord Vader wants this raid done by the book. Our first objective is the comm center, just beyond this hangar.
Squash the scum!
Target got Dolphin! They're trying to flank us! Grenade!
Stay dead!
Take out the rebel scum! Cut them off!
They're flanking us!
Nicely executed, troops. Now it's time to make our way to the base command building on the far side of the facility. If our intelligence is right, along the way we'll find a rebel holodisk containing some very important plans.
Roger that. Get the rebel!
It'll take time to realign the comm dish and transmit the data from the holodisk. You'll have to hold off the rebels until the transmission is complete. Do not let the comm facility fall into enemy hands.
Get the rebel! Hey!
caverns of this complex. The rebels have a data bank that holds Imperial encryption codes that can be used to eavesdrop on our ship-to-ship communications. Make your way to the caverns and destroy the data bank.
Hostile dead. Boogie!
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is it's time to get off this dreary rock. The bad news is, the rebels have taken over the hangars. You'll have to fight our way out.
Go! Get the Wookiee! Unacceptable!
Little scum.
Our reinforcements are nearly exhausted. Our raid is a success. And even though the holodisc didn't have the plans we're looking for, it will lead us to someone who does.
Even though the Polis Massa raid was only a partial success, we finally had a lead on the whereabouts of the Death Star plans, which suited the 501st just fine. With the information gathered on Polis Massa, Vader concluded that the stolen plans had been given to Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. We weren't surprised. For all their talk of being a peaceful planet, Alderaan had been thumbing its nose at the Empire for years. After a brief and pointless battle, we boarded the ship the Tantive IV over Tatooine, began looking for the plans, and waited for Lord Vader's arrival.
Lord Vader has tracked the stolen Imperial plans to Ambassador Organa. Retrieve the plans and bring the ambassador to Lord Vader. Alive.
Hold your ground! Cut them off!
Head to the tech room.
What is thy bidding, my master?
We'll need to take out the security mainframes on the bridge before we can gain access to the rest of the ship.
Blowing stuff up never gets old.
Officer, take out! They're fighting us! Vader!
You need the ship's access codes to gain entry to the escape pod areas. Make your way to the engine room and retrieve them from the security terminal on the second floor.
They're trying to flank us.
Fall back!
Disable the turbine to clear our way to the terminal.
Finished, my master.
Rebel, take him out! Watch those blasters! On the sides!
Take the access code to the tech room terminal. our reserves are running dangerously low.
Move down.
For the Empire!
Access code to the tech room terminal. Nice work. Now let's clear those rebels out of the escape pod bays and secure the rest of the ship. Princess Leia must be captured before she can escape.
Watch it!
Grenade! Get down!
Well done, General.
After Lord Vader took custody of Princess Leia, we all figured it was just a matter of time before she coughed up the plans. Many of us had been unwilling witnesses to Vader's powers of persuasion in the past. The thought of a pampered little princess resisting his terrible will was inconceivable. When the Death Star was destroyed, about half of the 501st Legion was still in the hangar getting into their ships. Of those who made it out, another third were caught in the explosion. I'd fought with some of those men for over 20 years. Afterwards, those of us that survived hooked up with a nearby Imperial fleet making a retaliatory strike on the Rebels' base on Yavin 4. It wasn't the best thought-out plan, but we were cut off from our leaders, tired and operating on instinct. If not for our training, we probably would have never gotten past their orbital defenses.
flight check off.
Their heavy transports are trying to go around us. Destroy them before they can jump to hyperspace.
Scramble reinforcements. Repeat. Scramble all reinforcements. Aft engine overheating.
Are attempting to send their forces off to wreak havoc in other parts of our galaxy. Destroy them.
Target that fighter and take him down. We are under attack. This is not a drill.
Are harassing our fighters. Show them no mercy. If they are allowed to make the jump to hyperspace, they'll rip right through us. Clear their fighters out and be quick about it. We haven't any time to spare.
Bomber taking up behind you. You've got a bomber on your tail.
done, pilots. We need to clear a path for our frigates to cover you. Use a TIE bomber to destroy their heavy turrets.
Target that bomber and take him down. Bomber, on your tail. Fire on sight, then. Take out that bomber! Bomber, on your tail! Hostile behind you! Target that fighter and take him down! Target that bomber. Careful, there's a recon bomber on your stick. Trying to make the rest of us look bad. Watch it, fire on your tail. Attention all pilots! Attention all pilots! Prepare for takeoff! Move! Get the bomber! Careful, there's a recon bomber on your stick. Watch it, fighter on your tail. Take down that fighter. You've got a fighter on your tail.
Now get after those engines, men. They can't jump if they haven't any engines.
Leave the bomber to me. Engaging pursuit fire.
Victory is ours, men. Dispatch the 501st to the planet's surface. Yavin 4 will fall before the day is done.
And so the battle over Yavin came to an end. I'm told we destroyed hundreds of rebel ships that day. Even if it had been thousands, it wouldn't have made up for the Death Star. By the time we landed on Yavin, whatever shock we'd felt at the destruction of the Death Star had been replaced by anger. For months we'd treated the rebellion like a disobedient child, only to be repaid for our tolerance with treachery on an unimaginable scale. Frankly, I don't remember much of the fighting. I guess we won.
Okay, you all know the mission. The Rebel base is located in that ancient temple over there. Our first job is to take the Rebel command post located in the ruins of that stone fountain just ahead. Get the Rebel!
They sent in tanks! Flank us! Tank! Take cover! Stormtrooper!
Objective is to capture the command post under the viaduct. Gather your forces. It'll be a tough slog. Nicely done. Now rush the reflecting pool. It will make a good staging area for the assault of the temple. counterattack could start at any second. Defend the reflecting pool with all your might. Defended. Now it's time to breach the security door on the temple. A unique breaching bomb has been left at a point marked on your map. Retrieve the bomb from its drop-off location and place it near the temple security door. The bomb has a 10-second timer, so you better start running as soon as you set it.
Okay! Check your side. Take him out! Watch your flank. Go! Get the Wookiee! Take that tank down! I want those rebels. They're trying to flank us.
Dead. It's flanking us!
There they are. Decapitate the rebel command. be pleased. Reinforcements are nearly exhausted. Vengeance is ours, men. The spirits of our fallen brothers will sleep soundly tonight.
After the battle, the surviving members of the 501st finally caught their breath. The Empire had taken the rebels' best shot and come up standing. Now, it was our turn to strike. No one ever complained about the cold on Hoth. We never felt it. Even though we were blinded by blizzards, we could see the final end of the rebellion in our blaster sights. Was it only a mirage, perhaps? But on that day, on that planet, our blood ran hot with dreams of victory, melting the ice that stood in our way.
There is no tomorrow, men. Today we crush the rebellion once and for all. You know the orders. Destroy the shield generator in preparation for Lord Vader's arrival. Next, focus all efforts on preventing the final transport ship from lifting off. We'll begin by taking over their outlook command post. Move out. Nice work, men. Now let's capture their forward bunker. ready to commence attack on the shield generator. The AT-ATs will take point on the attack. Protect them at all costs. Target the top dog. Shield generator has been reduced to rubble. Ready the ground troops for the assault on Echo Base. Now take out the security console in the command center to gain access to the back hangar. We must destroy the final transport before it can escape. Excellent work, Lieutenant. I'll inform Lord Vader.
This is Lord Vader.
He's coming around. The rebel shields are deactivated. Moving on to capture the back hangar in preparation for our assault on the rebel transport ship.
Guys, Vader! Jumper! Watch your fire!
Watch those bastards!
almost had that rebel scum. An orbital strike beacon has been placed in the hangar for you. Acquire the beacon and place it under the transport ship. Command will use the coordinates from the beacon to launch a massive attack from above. Failure is not an option. Now protect the beacon while we lock in your current position. Coordinates confirmed. Vacate the area immediately. Our attack on the transport will begin momentarily.
It is done, Master.
Making repairs to the turret.
As the rebels fled, the 501st gathered around a burning bunker and let out a cheer that shook the stars. The rebellion was done. The Death Star was being rebuilt bigger than ever. Order had finally returned to the galaxy, in no small part due to the efforts of the fighting men of the 501st.